at it in a minute. Okay, Harry and Meghan, everybody. So I made that video that I put in the pre-show about, what was that, 6 months ago ish, when they announced they were leaving. And okay, so I'm going to agree with everybody that Meghan probably does not have the best of intentions here. But what's happening here is the fact that Harry's got himself caught up in this kind of manipulation that he doesn't realize. And it did not start out that way. It did not start out that Meghan had, everyone has these theories like, oh, she wanted a prince, she's going for a prince. She never really was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to marry into the royal family. But when she saw that opportunity, she went for it, lock, stock, and barrel. Okay. And, I don't have to be psychic or, have any special skills to make this next statement. But if she really cared about her husband and cared about her husband's happiness, she wouldn't have gone on Oprah and said all that stuff about her husband's family, knowing that it was going to damage them. Forget that the royal family, forget who they are. Anybody who's married to somebody who then goes on national TV and says what she said about her husband's family, yeah, there's going to be some problems. Like, forget that it's the royal family. Like, if I went on national TV and said that stuff about my husband's family, yeah, there would have been problems. So there's an inkling of everybody kind of feels what's going on here. If indeed they just wanted their own private life and they left and they would have been quiet, that would have made sense to me. I was expecting that. As this unfolded, I have definitely have two tidbits. Prince Philip chose to leave the planet at the time he did, so Meghan couldn't come to his funeral. Yeah, she's pregnant. She's heavily pregnant. She's probably going to have the baby probably in 5 to 6 weeks. She can't fly. She can't go. Okay. He chose to pass away at a time that Harry could go back and talk to his family without her around. All right. Ace move there, Prince Philip. Okay. Now, what I see happening here is Harry doesn't understand what's going on. Harry very much loves her, very much loves her, very much loves his family. He's very much caught in the middle. And I remember time does not matter on the other side. So when I give you time frames, I always do larger time frames just because it doesn't matter. Um, so I'm saying in about 2 to 5 years, all right, probably closer to two, he is going to realize the full ramifications of what this marriage has done, not to him, but to the family he grew up and loved. And, again, forget that the royal family. Forget it. They're just a family. He's going to understand the manipulation. He is not going to stay married to her. There is going to be an epic custody battle happening within 5 years. Epic. Mark my words. Because he's just not a dumb guy. He's not. And I think what he saw in Meghan was a lot of what he saw in his mother. And she was the first one who emulated that for him that he's ever met. And that was exactly what he was attracted to. And Meghan knew that. All right. I don't know Meghan. I don't know Prince Harry. The feeling I get from them, though, is they are not the same people that are presented to us in the world. I think, yeah, Meghan definitely went for it. She went for it. Um, if we move along to, and I can move on to that. If you have any other questions, I'll clarify that for you. But that is exactly what I see happening, is that he is going to end up back in the royal family, maybe not in the same. I mean, come on, look what happens with Prince Andrew's done. I mean, he's done. So what's going to happen is they're going to need Prince Harry back in to kind of fill a spot, because Eugenie and Beatrice are going to come in. I mean, there's going to be a whole shift going on. When Queen Elizabeth does pass away, which I see happening in the next 2 to 3 years, Charles is going to step in. He's going to be king. He is not going to be king for as long as Elizabeth was by far. It might be 10 years, maybe 10 years, but Prince William's going to end up being king. Within 10 to 20 years, which is relatively short if you look at Queen Elizabeth's reign. Prince Charles's health is not great. And I don't think they really like to advertise that too much. He did get coronavirus. Oh, I totally shouldn't have said that. Sorry, YouTube. Just talking about Prince Charles. He did get the virus, but his health's not that great. So I'm not seeing him have a reign that's very long. Um, what else do I have to say? I just feel bad for Prince Harry, honestly. I really, really do, because I think he thinks he's doing the right thing, and he's going to look back in a couple of years and realize the catastrophe that has been created. And he's going to work the rest of his life in order to try to make up for it. I mean, I really do see Meghan Markle going the way of like where Fergie went, except Fergie has gotten herself back into the good graces of the royal family. Meghan will never do that. If you have any questions about the royal family, let me know. But I only added that only because so many people have been asking me. I thought I might as well just throw it in. Um, okay.
Follow the Key to Soul Awakening on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoy learning real-life strategies to using spirituality in day-to-day life, subscribe now. And as my son Buddy says, ding ding, don't forget to hit that bell. Also, please share this video on your own social media platforms. The wider my net is, the more people I can reach to help them find their way to happiness. Thank you for helping me.